If you don't master these first 3 stages, your network marketing business is doomed to struggle. Period. I have learned this the hard way. No mentor, no guidance, just trial and error. And for years, I couldn't figure out why some people succeed while others, just like me, keep spinning their wheels. Then I realized something. Every top earner, every leader in this industry has mastered these 3 crucial stages first. Without them, duplication just doesn't happen. Without them, you'll always be the one carrying the whole load of your business on your back. So, if you're tired of chasing, if you're ready to finally build a business that grows with or without you, stay with me. Because in the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how to master these 3 stages and set yourself up for real, lasting success. Are you ready? Let's get started. The 3 stages you must master are the 3 phases that will determine whether you succeed or struggle. And guess what? I'm not just going to tell you what to do. We are going to do it together. And that's the fun part. So, before we dive in, grab a pen and paper because in the next few minutes, we'll map out your success path, step by step. Stage 1 is the birth stage, the beginning of your journey. The birth stage is where you're born into this industry, when you first see what network marketing can really do for you. Maybe a friend introduced you, or maybe you were searching for an extra income stream. Whatever brought you here, this is your starting point. But before you rush ahead, take a step back. Ask yourself, am I in the right company? Does this company align with my goals and my vision? Do I fully believe in the product or service I'm going to promote? Does this business reflect my personal values? If you don't feel a deep connection of what you're offering, building a business will be much harder, believe me. But if you do, and you can stand 100% behind what you are going to do, there is no need to overthink. Just move ahead with confidence. And if that's the case, here is how you can set yourself up for success. Let's take a look at the 3 key steps to get started. Because step number 1 is creating your name list. Your network is your net worth. So I would invite you to write down at least 100 names. Anyone you know, without overthinking. Don't judge who might be or not be interested. Just brainstorm and get them on the piece of paper. This is your potential list of people you can introduce to your business. And step 2, find a mentor in your upline. Because success leaves clues, ladies and gentlemen. And I invite you to find somebody in your upline who already is producing results and has walked the same path you're about to take. Because this person will support you, guide you, and help you to achieve your first wins. And this brings us to step number 3. Develop and share your why. Your motivation, your inner drive, your reason to keep pushing when things get stuck. Because your why is the fuel to keep you going on this entrepreneurial roller coaster. Was it time freedom, financial security, or personal growth? Clearly define it. Get a deep understanding of your why. And more importantly, remind yourself of it constantly, every single day. Write down 1 action step you will take today to move towards your goal. Maybe it is reaching out to your mentor, or maybe it's writing down 100 names on a piece of paper, or sharing your why with someone you trust. The important thing is commit and take action right now. Stage 2 is the toddler stage, and here it's all about taking your first steps and producing your first results. The toddler stage is where you take your first real steps in producing results together with your mentor or your upline. And let me tell you my personal story. The big mistakes I made early on in the business, you won't like to repeat this one. Because when I started in network marketing, I had no idea how to properly launch my business. And because of that, I made one of the biggest mistakes you can make. I tried to do everything by myself. I didn't leverage my mentor. I didn't use my upline to help me to do the presentation. I thought if I just gave it all to my people, all the information, they will see how amazing this is and jump on board. Didn't work. But I want to tell you what I did. I went all in for sure, but in the worst possible way. I spent hours preparing detailed product presentations. I over-explained everything. I held long 2-hour meetings for just a handful of people, and I was pouring in my whole heart into them. In every slide, in every detail, in every statistics. And at the end, maybe 1 or 2 people placed an order. But not because they were excited about the product, but because they felt sorry for all the work I had put in. That was a really painful lesson. And what I learned is, more is not more in network marketing. That approach did not create any duplication. It didn't create any momentum. It just drained my time and energy. And worst of all, it wasn't scalable. That's why I want to help you to avoid the same mistake. Because now, after 10 years being in this business, I know that with the right approach, you can shortcut your learning curve and get results faster. The question now is how to do it the right way. So what exactly do you do in this phase? And it's so simple. Let me tell you. Use your name list. The one you have been writing in the stage before. This is your starting point of finding your first customers and team members. Book meetings with your mentors. And I have a saying, use the least amount of words to book the maximum amount of meetings. And the meetings, don't do this alone. Your mentor will join you in these meetings with your prospects and do the work for you. And third, let your mentor present and close for you. Watch, learn, and absorb how they introduce the business, answer questions, and help prospects to find a decision. By following this process, you will get your first customers and distributors really quickly, and without needing to know everything up front. You are learning while you're earning, and that's the fun part in network marketing. Now it's your turn. Pick 3 prospects from your name list. Define and specify their needs, whether it is better health, more income, or something else, and then tailor your free phase invitation for each of them. Your goal? Create 3 personalized invitations. Start booking meetings with your mentor or with your upline, because one thing is a given. Real conversations lead to real results. When you have done that, you'll dive into stage number 3. It's cool time. You will start in the Pupil Stage. And here, it is becoming the third-party tool for your team. First of all, congratulations. You have worked with your mentor, gained your first customers, and maybe even welcomed your first distributor to your organization. And at this point, many people think, okay, now it is time for me to start recruiting on my own. But that's not the goal yet. The real focus of the Pupil Stage is to move from being a learner to become the third-party tool for your team, for your organization. This is when you step first time into a little bit of leadership. Not by doing everything yourself, but by helping your team duplicate the process. What you must master in this stage is the 4 basic skills. And the first one is writing a contact list. Write down 100 names and guide people in this process to write the contact list, expanding and refining your team's network constantly. The second thing is you guide them in the invitation process. You teach them how to invite, teaching your team members how to confidently invite people to your presentations. The third one is using third-party tools. Just like you learn to rely on tools instead of doing long presentations on your own, now you become the trusted tool for your team. And the fourth, follow-up and closing. You help your team to navigate through objections and close prospects efficiently. At this stage, you're still learning, especially when it comes to handling objections and mastering rejection. But now, instead of just applying this knowledge for yourself, you are training your team to do the same thing. Your role? Becoming a third-party tool. Think back when you start. You relied on your mentor to handle presentations, answer questions, and close for you. And now it's time for you to step into that role for your team. The key to fast duplication is not recruiting just more people by yourself. It's making sure your team can duplicate the process without needing you at every single step. This is where true leverage begins. The faster you become independent from your upline, the faster duplication will grow in your organization. And here's the best part. Once you reach this level, you are no longer dependent on anybody else. You control the speed of the growth of your business. This is when you officially graduate from the pupil stage. So the question now is, what's coming next? Now that you have mastered these first 3 stages, you're ready for the next big leap, the teenager stage. What I would like you to do is drop a comment below. What's your biggest takeaway from this video? Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you don't miss any of the next lessons. See you in the next video, take care, and bye bye.